Just to let you know what I'm seeing over here, bruh. Peace. 1, 2, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. How's everybody doing out there? All right, it's 9 o'clock hour, and of course, we're on Sirius Mindz. All right, I see the chat is getting populated real quick. All right, all right. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so I'm not sure if y'all noticed that we did some post-production, all right, on the last show last night. So if you go back and look at it, it should look a little bit better in the description and some other things. All right. All right. In divine name, the supreme being, I want to greet everyone with a civilized greeting and a very uncivilized sign. Peace. Shalom. Hotep. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Barigani. What's free the land. All the other revolutionary sayings that we tend to go by. Thank everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate everyone for lending me your energy and your time today. All right. All right. Cool. Yeah, so okay, I got you. I'm there. This is Sirius Mindz, and I am Professor Griff. Tonight's show, we're going to do part 2 of the Matrix of Power. Hopefully you guys did your homework. Please tell me y'all did. Let me do a taste test. How many people saw either the Esoteric Agenda 1 and 2 or the Ring of Power 1 and 2? Which one? Or did y'all just finish out with Jordan Maxwell? Help me out. Part 2. Peace to the rest of the family. Peace was good, everyone. Alright, I'm trying to get started real early because there's things I want to go over. Griff, when you come to Chicago and Iowa. Iowa, never. Chicago, whenever I'm invited. Alright? I don't even know what's in Iowa. Until you put it up on the screen, I ain't even know how to spell Iowa. Anyway, Carrie A, Ring of Power. How was it, Carrie A? I got 17 minutes in of Esoteric Agenda, and she said, and Alex Little said it was deep. Hassan Burton did my homework, Professor. Marvel was the character in the Wizard of Marvel was the character in the Wizard of Oz. All right, okay. Watching Jordan Maxwell on YouTube. All right, Hassan Burton. Algernon S said Ring of Power. Alex Little said Peace. Eric was like, basically, okay. All right, so Carrie A, does that mean you use the couch potato? How does that work? All right, anyway, Marcus Klein, what's good with you, man? Hope everybody doing all right. Once again, this is Professor Griff. This is Sirius Mindz. All right, at the 9 o'clock hour tonight, and we were talking about Matrix of Power last night, and tonight we're going to do part 2. So I'm glad you're on, Marcus Klein, because maybe you can help. I'm going to bring you on the camera. Alright? So we're going to talk about the Matrix of Power. But in the meantime, between time, give thanks to everyone that support the platform. Alright? Especially those that have sent in donations, whether it's $50 or $2 or 99 cents. However, we really appreciate y'all. 16. I think we need to do. I think we need to do Appreciation Day for all of the listeners. All right. We need to find some nice PDFs we need to give away to the people, and we need to thank the people. Just Sirius Mindz Appreciation Day for all of the listeners. All right, so can you help me plan that? All right. Okay, cool. All right. Dominique King Doom. Where can I get the book? This book, Matrix of Power, you got to Google this. I don't know. I don't know. I had mine for like years. Like, I had mine for 18 years, I think. I'm not sure where you can get the book. Probably on Amazon. All right. But anyway, the platform is supported by the people. If you would like to donate or contribute to the Sirius Mindz platform, you could just look right down here and you can get all the information. Thanks to my man Shane. All right. Shout out to Shane in the building. All right. We're going to find a name for Shane's company. Ebony Nails or Finger Paints. Ebony Nails or Finger Paints. Thank you for the donation, sis. Really appreciate that. Ebony Nails or Finger Paints. That's interesting. Where you at, Ebony? I want to know where Ebony at. What? I don't know. I might need some. I ain't got no nails, but something. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to support, hit the hashtag Professor Griff on the Cash App. That's hashtag Professor Griff. And of course, on PayPal, it's www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. Alright. And or simply go to my website, www.professorgriff.me, and you can donate that way. Alright. In the meantime, if you're right here on YouTube, just hit the cash $ button in the super chat and donate whatever it is that you feel you can donate. Really appreciate that. However you donate, I'd like to get your email address so I can send you some information. Because we're about the business of raising the vibrational pitch of our people's thinking into the mind of the creator and the co-creator. We're standing on the verge of getting it on, but we're standing on the shoulders of the ancestors, and we're nearly at the feet of the elders that walk among us. Alright? Small minds discuss people. Average minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas. Alright? We need everyone on IG and Facebook to meet us over here at YouTube. That's www.youtube.com/ the letter C, or is it backwards? The letter C. Alright, / Sirius Mindz. Alright? Every night, 9 o'clock, right here. The email address is seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. Alright, my phone number is 678-557-2919. Remember, small minds discuss people, average minds discuss events, great minds discuss, ideas. Alright? The idea that we want to discuss tonight is from the book, The Matrix of Power. This is part 2. Check out part 1 last night. Alright? Johnny Taylor says you can order the book at African World Books in Baltimore. Address P.O. Box 16447, Baltimore, Maryland 21217. African World Books in Baltimore. The address is P.O. Box 16447, Baltimore, Maryland 21217. Or email africanworldbooks@aol.com. Individual orders, call 410-624-5670. 410-624-5670. Thanks, Johnny Taylor. Really appreciate that. Alright? Alright. The Matrix of Power. We asked a basic, simple question yesterday. What is the Matrix of Power? Who is this elite behind the elite that run and control everything on the planet? So in decoding the elaborate system, alright, that is layered to see who's truly behind the Matrix, then we truly need to figure out who these people are. And it is mandatory that we at least know who run and controls. Alright? Hold on for a second. I'm trying to... No, I'm just trying to put it... I'm trying to go here because I wanted to see something. Someone else did the Matrix of Power. Hold on. But they put up images that I wanted to see. Zombies Awakening 5 to 7. Jordan Maxwell. I'm scrolling through. Someone else did the Matrix of Power. Anyway, all right. How many people have seen the Matrix? By a show of hands, how many people have seen the Matrix? Do you ever wonder, like, some of the things that they put in the Matrix and the parallel universe and the quantum physics that they was dealing with, and tapping into these, what do you call it? I guess it was a parallel universe. All right. Supercomputers. How many people have seen the movie They Live? They Live. In case you haven't seen the movie, I think we need to put it up on the screen so people can see They Live. It's a very deep movie. The movie basically talked about how what you actually see in the world is not actually what's going on in the world. And then the actors that were in the movie actually put on some dark glasses, and they viewing life in the world through the dark glasses. They actually was able to see what was truly going on. All right. Okay. Bryce Clemens, thank you very much, good brother. Really appreciate that. All right. So now, in diving into the Matrix of Power, I promised that we would go into and pull from the pamphlet tonight. All right. So with y'all's help, 16. Did anybody request this last night? I was up late doing some post-production on the broadcast last night. Did anybody request this last night? So I'm not sure how many people have it, because I want people to follow along. When it came out originally, I was too young to understand. It wasn't a few months ago, and then wow, it's too real. Okay. No, not the book, but the actual pamphlet. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, I got you. But I think the first part of the pamphlet is actually the book. When you think, yeah, it is. All right. But a recap of yesterday. Before we do a recap, Shane is gonna play the introduction again. I gotta go downstairs and get some herbs. I'll be right back. Can y'all bear with me for 1 second? I'll be right back. Shane is going to play this commercial. Alright, so we'll be right back. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play some Jordan Maxwell so we can let's get the beginning. What do you call it? The, no, I don't want to use it. I gotta go downstairs and get some herbs. Let me see.
To see is designed to stimulate a thought force that and behind it.
Alright, you can give it to me. Give it back to me. And I'm gonna play this. You ready? Let me know when.
I think at one time or another we've all questioned as to whether all that we see and are experiencing in our world has...
Come on, kick in.
And now that both the Republican and the Democratic Party in our country are basically run by the same people, the same money finances both sides. We now know, of course, through the work of many historians who have spent their life working on research to show us that both sides of world conflicts have always been financed by the same people. And as I've said before, there seems to be a method to the madness going on in the world. We know, of course, that we cannot depend on our leaders. Our leaders are misleaders. There is a science that they're following. They have their own agenda, and it doesn't include you. Conflicts require money and corporation. World conflicts require world banks, International Monetary Fund. Professional groups all have fraternal orders. Doctors, attorneys, etc. have their own specific fraternal orders. In the banking world, it is the same way. They have a fraternal order. In politics, there is a fraternal order. However, we're not supposed to know anything about that because that's not our business. That fraternal order in politics and banking has been known for many years by those in the inside. It has been referred to by different names, in different times, in different countries. The best overall name that we can give to this fraternal order, which is running our country, politics, monetary, is Freemasonry. Our country, like so many before us, and like so many after us, was in fact founded by Freemasons. Freemasonry has played a part in almost every government ever founded in this world. It is in operation today throughout the world. We want to establish first that what we're not talking about is Blue Masonry or the Masonic lodges in your hometown. We're not talking about the Freemasons that live across the street from you. We're talking about a worldwide fraternal organization that is powerful enough, old enough, and wise enough to operate behind all governments in the world, behind fraternal institutions, monetary systems in the world, and yes, they are in fact connected. For instance, the idea that our country was founded by so many Freemasons and Rosicrucians, among others, we ask ourselves, why do we fold the American flag in a triangle? And what does the pyramid or the triangle have to do with the American system of government on our dollar bill? If we remember that our Constitution was signed...
Peace, I'm black.
Pennsylvania is referred to as the Keystone State.
I got it. Alright, that was Jordan Maxwell. I gave everybody a homework assignment last night. I asked everyone to either watch Esoteric Agenda Part 1 and Part 2, The Ring of Power, Part 1 or Part 2, and or The Matrix of Power, alright, on YouTube. Alright, so hopefully one of those you got around to watching. The platform and discussions that we have are not about to see how much Professor Griff knows and how much you can come on and extract. I want people to lend to the conversation. I could lead the conversation, but it's nothing for you to pick up the documents, the PDFs for yourself in order for you to follow along so you could have a deeper discussion about it. A lot of times people are just really not interested in going any deeper. But as Jordan Maxwell said, he asked some basic questions. So when I ask the basic questions, if these things are going on all around us, why don't we know them? All right? Why, when we look at the logos of all of the networks, all right, it almost seems like we can, because we're symbol literate, we can read the logos, we can read the symbolism inside the logo, and we can decode them, and we can have that discussion so we can get a better understanding of who is running things behind the scenes at some of these these alphabet boy stations, and we can see how they connected. And then we can see why when you watch the news is slanted and there's a spin to it. All right? We can see why the gas stations, the energy companies, the banks, all right, all in cahoots. Jordan Maxwell mentioned the Freemasons. Later on in his talk, he talked about the Illuminati, and he talked about other entities. We have to know what these entities are and how they're interconnected with one another. All right? We have to ask basic questions. Why, who are the Bilderberg Group? All right? Who are Skull and Bones? All right? And all of these organizations and sub-organizations, all of these secret societies and sub-secret societies, splinter groups, and all of these other people. We have to be able to answer these questions. All right? So when we come on and we have these discussions, we provide the documents. Not to everybody. Me and 16 and Shane, Hustle and a few other people, we could have kept this to ourselves. Gave the broadcast and not sent out any information. But we want people to get it. It's called the Matrix of Power. All right? You could do a basic search in Google. All right? If you dig deep enough, a couple of layers down, we could unravel this and find this. 16, is it out there for people to get? So when you look at all of the logos, right on across the board, all right, if these people are speaking a language that's unfamiliar to us, shouldn't you think that we should try to at least decode the language? Do McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's and all these people have something in common? Radio Shack and Clorox and Walgreens and Walmart and Stars and all of these companies. All right? Or is it that black people don't run nothing but our mouths in America? And a few of us are allowed to be successful. Give thanks, Queen Scott. So now let's dive into this. Oh, I was about to do the recap, then I was going to dive into it. Matrix of Power. We talked about the Royal Arch degree of Freemasonry. We talked about the Golden Arches of McDonald. We talking about St. Louis. We talked about St. Louis being part of the Royal Arch degree of Freemasonry. We talked about the Red Cross being a Freemasonic organization, able to go behind enemy lines. All right, the Red Cross. We talked about the interlocking rings, all right, of the Audi car and the Olympics. All right, the ring of power. That's the homework assignment I gave everyone last night. The ring of power. What is the ring of power? I don't think we talked about the dime, the 10 by 10 square miles, did we? In the District of Columbia. We talked about it a little. But you can look at the dime, an old dime, the back of the dime, and you can see the fasciae on the dime. All right? The torch. You can see the torch. It's the same torch that's that they carry around during the Olympics. What does that mean? Who are the holders of the light? Help me out, y'all. Who are the holders of the light? What is the significance of the Liberty Bell? What is the significance of the Statue of Liberty? And why is the Statue of Liberty holding the light? Who are the holders of the light? I'm not seeing any answers. Help me out, y'all. Who are the holders of the light? Thank you, Hassan Burton. The Illuminati, the illuminated ones, holders of the light. All right, now this is the back of the dime. This is the dime I was looking for. You'll see the fasciae on the back of the dime. Who is it that designed the symbols that you see on the money? You don't design them. Why do you think they put them there? And why do they use the symbols that they use? You ever thought about that? Shonda Dixon. Peace, Shonda Dixon. What's good with you? Really appreciate you, Shonda Dixon. And you see the fasci in the Congress. All right, on both sides of the American flag. What is a fasci? Somebody look that up and put it on the screen, please. What is a fasci? F-A-S-C-E-S. Somebody look it up. F-A-S-C-E-S. All right. We have to begin to getting into the habit of doing research when we're watching anybody on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with you pressing pause and looking it up. All right. Yeah. That's the fasci. I want Shane to put up the fasci so we could see what it is. No, I worked for them 9 years ago. Speak a different type of language. All right. Symbolic for world fascisms. Alright? It's a bound bundle of wooden rods. You forgot something about what's in the middle of the wooden rods, though. That's what you forgot. Why the axe? It wouldn't even come up in Google when I say it. LOL. Well, Jason Fields, you probably got to spell it. F-A-S-C-E-S. Alright? Trust me, when you start getting to decoding these symbols, these signs and symbols, the steeple on the church, and what this phallic symbol actually means, when it's referring to the in the language of the occult, you'll get a deeper understanding of how this world is run and who runs this world. Johnny Taylor said the fasci had the origin in where? Etruscan civilization. I don't even know what civilization that is. And was passed to the ancient Rome, where it symbolizes the magistrate's power and jurisdiction. Alright? We got to understand, we talked about the Empire State, which is in New York. Why do they call it the Empire State? Alright? We talked about the Tekken. We talked about the phallic symbols, the Washington Monument. Right? In Washington, D.C., and how it's encapsulated and surrounded by flags. The flags representing the womb. The phallic symbol representing the penis. Alright? Why are they playing out this sexual ritual in Washington, D.C.? The all-seeing eye of Lucifer. Alright? On the capstone on the dollar bill. On the back of the dollar bill. Alright? We talked about the circle within the circle. The window called this. So we talked about the sun worshippers. We didn't get a chance to go into Nimrod. But we talked about the sun worshippers. We didn't get a chance to go into these characters that wear the fish heads. The papal headdress is really a fish head representing the age of Pisces. We didn't get a chance to go into the age of Pisces. Alright? We didn't get a chance to go into the age of Pisces. Then what age are we in now? What age are we in now? That is a question I need answered. Come on, y'all, help me out. What age are we in now? We talked about astrology ages. So we're in the age of Aquarius. We're moving out of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. We're in Pisces. This is why they say Jesus what? He fed the people with, what did he feed the people with? Renee Brooks, you're absolutely correct. We're going into the age of Aquarius. Thank you very much. Out of Pisces into the end. What is the symbol for the age of Aquarius? Come on now. And Jesus fed the multitudes with what? Don't tell me it's Snickers bars or Reese's Pieces. Why did he feed the people, the masses, with 2 fish? What are the 2 fish? The 2 fish are Pisces, right or wrong? That ain't hard to figure out. He fed them with 2 fish because it's the age of Pisces. Now we're into the age of Aquarius, and it's the water bearer, right? We talked about the rising sun. All right? We talked about Exxon gas station. We talked about the Eastern Cross. All right? Which actually in the Exxon signs, you actually being double crossed. All right? We didn't get a chance to talk about why the judge wears black robes. Black robes. Alright? Who is the highest power over the white pope in the Vatican? Isn't it the black pope? And the black pope don't wear a white robe. He wears a black robe. Why? Because black is majestic. Black is royalty. Alright? We just skimming the surface here, y'all. Doing a review. The same thing you wear when you graduate. Black robes. Martyr board. Cap and gown. Alright? The circle within a square. Why do you wear that though? What's the symbolism? See, a lot of people graduating this month in May. Wearing the cap and gown, the black robes. Why? And then there's an index, and then there's a bibliography that's laced. What? The cap and gown? The tassel? Oh, that's too, no, it's too much, bro. We ain't giving the whole class now. In some degrees, that tassel can't fring freely because they didn't graduate to a certain degree. When you graduate, then you could turn the tassel around to a certain. I'm glad you brought that up. But that's all part of the ritual. Alright? Now, I know there's some women over here that are Eastern Stars. Come on. I know there's some brothers on here that are Masons. That know exactly what I'm talking about. But we ain't talking about the average Mason or the average Eastern Star. Alright? I had a drunk Uncle Leroy that used to tell all the damn secrets. You understand what I'm saying? The Masons didn't even worry about silencing him. They just said, okay, let drunk Uncle Leroy go. If you get the document, all right, that we're putting out for people to understand the deeper essence of what this is about, it'll at least give you a foundational reference point, all right, on where to look for these things. Yo, Kush King, why you keep asking me for my number, bro? Everybody and their grandmother know my number. So there's something I wanted to read from the document. I'm not sure if you'll have it. I'm not sure if you'll have it. Thanks, Shonda Dixon. Really appreciate that. Everybody and their mother got my phone number. Man. You're right, the truth. They hijacked Jordan Maxwell's official site. Alright? They tried to bring Jordan Maxwell down. Took his site, took all his product. And this is what they do when you tell the truth. the black robe of the god Saturn, and the martyr board of Freemasonry. This is what you wear when you graduate. All right? Christianity is a Freemasonic concept. What do y'all think about that? Help me out, 16. Christianity is a Freemasonic concept. Is Christianity a Freemasonic concept? Did black people have Christianity prior to the enslavement of our people on the continent and in America? Just asking some basic questions. Boom, bap, nation, peace, man. What's good? I'm following 16's instructions. Is Christianity a Freemasonic concept? Half the daggone program will go by if I wait for them to answer, man, for real. But I'm going to be patient. Hassan Burton said emphatically no. If Christianity is not a Freemasonic concept, where did Christianity derive from then? And why are the people from the hidden hand using Christianity to enslave the minds of the people? Alex Little said yes, it wasn't called Christianity though. What was it called then, Alex Little? The concept of Christianity was stolen anyways, so it's not a far reach. I have faith in our group. Okay, what is faith? I need to know that because Judaism came from Saturn worship. All right. Is it sun worship? No. The concept. Oh, I'm sorry. 16 said I can't answer. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, I may have a slight lag. Yeah, I got a 15-second, 20-second is it? And we still ain't worked that problem out. So I just need to be mindful of that. That takes 20 seconds for people to kind of respond. All right? Christianity was created to instill fear. Did we have Christianity before Christ? Did we have Christianity prior to these people coming on the planet? All right. So, Eric, if it was created at the Council of Nicaea, did black people, black African people, did we have Christianity before then? Stop cheating, 16. Christianity was created by the Council of Nicaea. The concepts of Christianity, did we have them before the Council of Nicaea? Come on, people. Think. Come on. Come on. Rome plagiarized that they saw Egypt and used it to control. Jesus preached Islam. Okay. What if they say Jesus never existed? How could he preach Islam and he never existed? Ethiopia has the oldest church. Carrie Gresham said our God was a black woman. Carolyn T says no, black people did not have Christianity before Rome. Did we have the concepts of Christianity? Let's go into the concepts of Christianity and figure out Where did they come from? If they didn't come from black people, then where did they come from? The whole idea of the black child and Madonna, if it didn't come from us, then where did it come from? Help me out, y'all. 16 told me to chill and let the people answer, so, all right. I'm chilling like a villain. As Flavor Flav said, you got a cavity, maybe you want to fill it. Ain't that something on there quoting Flavor Flav? But anyway, Alex Little said, yes, we had the concept of Christianity. We had the Black Madonna. We had the father, the mother, the child. It was it was remixed. Damn. Carolyn T said, that was Kemet. 16 said, Christianity is a Freemason concept originating in Egypt. Woo! It came from Africa, but it did not have the Greco-Roman thought. Thank you, Larry. Queen Scott says, we did not, before Christ, have the concept of Christianity. There was Ethiopian Book of Enoch about Queen Scott. I don't know. We got to dig deeper. Let's dig deeper. Come on now. Christianity before Christ. Did we have Christianity before Christ? Not churchianity, not what we have in America today. I'm talking about the concepts that make up Christianity. Are they black African? Chancellor Williams taught that we did have it way before them. Christianity before Christ. By who? Huh? Okay, yeah, put it up. Carolyn T said they turned the woman into the Holy Ghost because they were homosexuals. Wow. Chris Styles, I don't think you're correct. The Illuminati did not create Christianity. No. We had Christ before Christianity. Thank you, the truth. Really appreciate that. We had the Christian concepts way before Christianity hit America. We had Christian concepts way before the Christ figure. All right? Check out Ashwa Kwesi's work, man. What's the African origin of Christianity? Can you put that up? Can somebody put up the African origin of Christianity so we could get it to Chris Styles, so we could get it to a few people on YouTube? Alright? Look up Ashwa Kwesi. The African origin of Christianity and Christianity before Christ by Ashwa Kwesi. Look up Dr. Ben's work. Alright? Africa, the mother of Western civilization. Christianity before Christ by John G. Jackson. Alright? There's a lot of references out there. We had the Christ concept before Christianity. That's why we have the kind of platform we have. We got to share information, give information. Even if we don't agree with one another, we can kind of come to a common ground so we can all of us can move forward. We can come up with some research, have some people put some books on the screen. All right. This is about learning. This is not about debating one another. Christianity, the stolen religion from Africa, part 1 and part 2. Ashra Kwesi. Thank you very much, Johnny Taylor. Christ was a title which dates back to the ancient Kemet, Christ Imhotep. Thank you, Ron Lewis. Or Ron Lawrence, pardon me. Alright. Don Cruz, no, I don't think so, bro. You might be wrong about that. We had Christianity before Christ. The concepts of it, we had it. All right? People just gave 5 different references in the chat. Go look some of them books up. All right? Are you saying that there was a black Jesus? No, I'm not saying that. You said that. No. Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this, man. Why are you acquainting Christianity with Jesus? How did that happen? Jesus never existed. So how you putting Jesus in the question or in the conversation? Christ is a title, not somebody's name. Thank you, 16. No one mentioned Jesus. See, but this is what we have to do. People have to start doing some unlearning in order to wrap their minds around the concept. All right? And I'm only on one page of the pamphlet. I just asked the question, is Christianity a Freemasonic concept? All right? Shows you how far we away from this thing. They took the concept from Black Africa and Egypt and Kemet, all right, whitewashed them, stole the information, did the remix, put it in a Bible, remixed that Bible 40-something times, handed it to you, forced it down your throat through the King James Version. And now all of a sudden, we here tonight, and somebody bringing up Jesus. Stop that, y'all. Stop that. There's no historical person named Jesus. All right? There's individuals that people like Isa and other people that have lived out aspects of that particular story. But the concept, the guy, the man called Jesus never existed. Matter of fact, none of the characters in the Bible existed. Not Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Paul, Sammy, Dave, Flavor. Who else? None of them, man. Old dirty bastard. None of them. None of them existed in the Bible. None of the characters existed. I see we are some baby Bible babblers, man, in the... Okay, can we... I don't do Maurice Holland. I don't do feeling, bro. I don't do feeling. It's not about how I feel. It's about what we can prove and what we know. I want to ask the people a question real quick. Yeah, we're going to give Dale... We're going to give you a pass right now, bro. Listen. I've asked this question before. Where did Jesus in the Bible say that he was God? Dale Dixon, that's for you, dude. Where did Jesus in the Bible say that he was God? Help me out, man. Put the scripture on the board, Dale. Rashida Morrison. Put the scripture on the board. If Jesus existed, where did he live at? What was his house address? Where is he buried? Matter of fact, any of them characters in the Bible, where are they buried at? Jesus said he was not God. Where did, oh my God, you got to put that up. Where did Jesus in the Bible say he was God? Maurice Holland, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't get into feeling. I answered that question. I don't do feeling. I can feel anyway, but we're not going on feeling. We are actually talking about the matrix of power, and we're talking about Christianity. Is it a Freemasonic concept? Is what we're talking about. So Jesus lives at 23 Jackson Street. You's crazy. Y'all are crazy. Shonda Dixon said they're fictional characters. I'm waiting for some people to put some scripture up on the board. I'm waiting. Larry Produe. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you, good brother. Thank you very much. Oh, you put it up on the board. Jesus said that he was not God, right? You got to move it over, man. I don't think that... Can the people read that? I don't think they can see that. Someone says when he was being crucified or persecuted, he told them, we're all gods. Queen Scott said there's no place where he actually says he is God. In John the 10th, he says, and the Father, he and the Father are one. Well, hell, me and my Father are one. So are you one with your father and mother? Quan S says, John 1:18, no one has ever seen God, but the one and only Son who is himself. I don't know about that. Moses said he talked to God. He walked with God. There's a few other scriptures said there was 3 men and one of them was the Lord. Come on now, stop that. So now we talk about the contradictions in the Bible. All right, Jesus never said he was God. All right, matter of fact, I'm going out on the limb, 16. I'm going to say this. Jesus never said he was a Christian. Where does he say in the Bible where Jesus said he was a Christian? Help me out. I don't know why we're having this discussion tonight. But since we're here. The truth said Moses seen God a few times. Gave him some dap. Yeah. Alice Little said Christianity is a modern term. All right, Quanis. I'm still waiting. Please answer the question. I'm taking 16's advice. Where in the scripture did Jesus say he was a Christian? Where does it say he taught Christianity? Chris Styles, are you saying nobody in the Bible had a Bible? I never thought of that. Nobody in the Bible had a Bible. Okay. So if Jesus wasn't a Christian, then what was he? Rashida. Jesus was a prophet of Allah and never heard of Christianity. Jesus was never a Christian. Johnny Taylor said it's nowhere in the Bible. Look in the book of Acts where it talks about the followers of Jesus, the enemies of Jesus, called the followers of Jesus Christians. Am I right or wrong? Now, I know y'all don't look at me as a Bible man because I don't come from that reference point. But I know the Bible. I'm just throwing some things out there because we need to talk. Renee Brooks said nobody in the Bible had last names. Wow. I never thought of that, did you? Why didn't anybody in the Bible have last names? What was Moses' last name? Adam. What was Cain and Abel's last name? Why didn't they have last names, Renee? Are they anthropomorphic characters? Help me out. Rashida, I don't think it was King James that tampered with the Bible. I think it was the people that was controlling King James that tampered with the Bible. You do not know him, but I know him because I'm from him. He sent me. John 7:28 through 29. Yeah, I don't know how Christians are interpreting that. But if you don't know him, but yeah, that's kind of confusing, but it's cool. Okay, I'm wrapping my brain around it. You do not know me or my Father, Jesus replied. If you knew me, you would know my Father also. John 8:19. Well, who is the Father of Jesus? Then I'm asking the question. Who is Jesus' Father? And if he was born from an immaculate conception, then who is Jesus' mother? He said Acts 11, Christians. Okay, got you, Truth. Yo, got us going somewhere else tonight. You answered the first question? Hold on, where's the first question? What was the first question? Maybe I missed that. What scripture says about Jesus by Christianity.com? I don't know why we're on the Jesus thing. I want to get back to the matrix of power and who have put Christianity together the way you have it today that's enslaving the minds of the people. What scriptures say about Jesus? He is the Son of God, equal to God, and with the authority of the Father. Okay. Then they all said, are you the Son of God? He said to them, you rightly say that I am. Jesus never said it. He said, if you say it, I am. Jesus came and spoke to them saying, all authority has been given to me in heaven on earth. That's Matthew. The other one was Luke. Therefore, the Jews sought out more to kill him because he's not broken the Sabbath. And he said, God was your father, making himself equal to God. Again, okay. What Christianity.com says about I got you. Hold on. Thank you very much, Miss Ross. Let's get back to the subject. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Now, since Christianity is a Freemasonic concept, who are the Freemasons that constructed up under the matrix of power? Who are the Freemasons that constructed Christianity to enslave the masses of the people? And I'm glad Miss Ross said get back to the subject simply because this is the reason why, and we've proved that over the last 15 minutes, this is the reason why we have to know and understand who these people are. Because with this kind of dialogue among us as a people, we will never make progress. Never make progress. And that's only 15 minutes. People have spent 1,500 years going over this subject. We spent 15 minutes on it and couldn't agree. Yes, religion is the opiate of the masses. They designed it that way. Alright? We just talked about the slave Bible a few days ago. I forgot to mention, it says on the pamphlet, The Matrix of Power, how the world has been controlled by powerful people without your knowledge. The world is governed by very different personages or people from what we imagine, by those who are not behind the scenes. If you're not behind the scenes, you don't know who's running and controlling this. Alright? No, I don't want to talk about the Bible at all. We're talking about those people that's behind the scenes that constructed the Bible, the one that the masses use today. We're not talking about the Bible. We went over a few things in the Bible because I asked the question about is Christianity a Freemasonic concept? All right? What are the symbols that we can look at today that will show and prove that Christianity is a Freemasonic concept? What kind of symbols can we find today in society to show and prove that Christianity is a Freemasonic concept? Ron Lawrence, it wasn't passed down, it was stolen. The Knights Templar? So who are the Knights Templar? The cross, the fish. Oh, that's what we're reading from. We're reading from the Matrix of Power. They're just talking about Christianity now and who controls it and how they set it up. We're talking from the Matrix of Power. So carry A, that's where we are. Alright? We're trying to get people to dig deeper than their Bible though. Because we're going behind the scenes on who set up the church and who run and controls them. Alright? That's where we are. I mean, if you get the... did you have the pamphlet? I'm not sure. I got a guide here that I'm going by. They're asking the question. In order for you to control the masses of the people, you have to control religion. You got to control education. Right? You got to set people up in place that they manipulate and they control. You got to control politics. You got to control education. All right? What better way to do that than give people a fake, false God that they made up, that they can manipulate and control the masses of the people? All right? How many of the presidents of the United States are manipulated and controlled by men behind the scenes? And what are those organizations called? We're talking about the Matrix of Power. Elemental symbols were widely used by early church. Water has specific symbolic significance for Christians. Did they use, outside of baptism, water may represent cleansing to purify, especially during the front. The form of a candle flame represents both Holy Spirit and light. Okay. Were these concepts stolen from Africa? Among the symbols employed by the early Christians, that of the fish seems to have ranked first in importance. Indeed, from monument sources such as tombs, we know that the symbolic fish was familiar to Christians from early times. There are groups that's manipulating, all right, the whole idea of religion, the whole idea of education, and the whole idea of politics. The key is to be symbol literate, know and understand when you hear it to find out who these people are. All right, we have to be able to know and understand the matrix, how the world has been controlled by powerful people without your knowledge. Wow. Yeah, put that up for me. Oh, wow. For real? 46 minus 1 was in Florida doing the damn thing. All right. All right. It is a lot of reading. It talks about astrotheology. It goes deep into the Christian religion, and how it's being manipulated and controlled. And I heard 16. I heard, yeah, leave that up for a minute. I heard that that this is only part 1 of the document. They have another document. All right. Anyway, put that back up for me, please. All right. So we talked about one of the organizations called the Bilderberg Group. And the Bilderberg Group consists of many prominent people around the globe. You could call them globalists. All right. But the Bilderberg Group may be the ones that influence some of the symbols that you see, or organizations that you see on the board, and these are the symbols that represent those organizations. What I like for y'all to do here on YouTube is point out some of the logos and let me know what's the organization that's associated. All right, everybody over here, I got to go. Peace, man. Help me out. Peace to the rest of the fam. Peace, peace, peace. Come on now. The symbols that's on the board, can y'all see it? I'm sure y'all can. Help me out. The first one up in the left-hand corner. All right. Which one is that? Someone said they see the Federal Reserve. Someone said they see the logo for the UN. Someone said the CFR is also part of this evil plan. The center logo is the symbol for the UN. Thank you. The CIA logo. Which one is the CIA logo? I don't even know what that looked like. What does that look like? Queen Scott said Bohemian Grove. Someone said Skull and Bones. Someone said they all in the same gang. Someone said they see AT&T's logo. Where? These are the people that manipulate and control religion and education and politics. Freemasons, Skull and Bones, Trilateral Commission, Council on Foreign Relations. And there's a slew of other ones that's on here. Alright? Oh, you said on the bottom left. Okay, I got you. Someone said, I see the Republicans and the Democrats. Someone says the Masonic logo's on it. Someone says the Anti-Defamation League is on it. Someone said the Great Seal is on here. Someone said the Ford Foundation. Someone said it's the purple one, the NAACP. National Advancement for the Association for the Colored People. Damn. Well, at least we began tonight, as opposed to last night, to begin to identify how it is, who it is, and how it is that they manipulate and control education. Who and how it is that they not only manipulate and control education, all right, how do they manipulate and control politics and religion? Someone said, I see the symbol of Ma'at. Yeah, I'm looking close. I don't see that. But anyway. Someone said they see the UNICEF logo. Anyway. The conversation is not for anybody to pick and choose sides. Not to bash any one group over the other. Not to bash any one concept. The concept of the show is to make you aware that these things even exist, so you can begin to study them. Not believe or disbelieve in them. That is entirely up to you. But if we don't have the conversation, you won't know that these things exist. Am I right or wrong? Someone said, what are you looking at? Hold on. Put it back up on the screen. Y'all want to see what I'm looking at? Okay. There's a screen. We're on YouTube over here, by the way. All right. www.youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz. All right. You put okay. So now, what we're looking at a what do you call it? What do you call that? It's like a meme or something. That's what we're looking at. And different logos of the organizations that manipulate, run, and control the world is what we're looking at. All right? So we have to begin. There's some people that's probably never heard of any of these groups. If we don't discuss it, who's going to discuss it and bring it to people's attention? Whether you agree with the way it was discussed or not, right now, for the people that tuned in, at least they have an idea. All right. Tonight we were discussing part 2 of the Matrix of Power. All right. We, at the behest of 16, of course, and then I pulled out the Matrix of Power. I think this is maybe part 1 and part 2. I think there's a part 3 and 4 out there. Alright. Okay. We got to the part where we started talking about the fraternal, the Freemasons controlling and manipulating Christianity. And we started talking about the symbols that we see. Alright. So next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to go and we're going to do part 3 and part 4. I'm going to have to dig up some of the information that they mentioned in the Matrix so I can show y'all. The homework assignment that I gave should last you through 3 and 4. Esoteric Agenda part 1 and 2. And the Ring of Power part 1 and 2. You can start by going on YouTube and looking up the Matrix of Power and listening to it. Write down some notes. For example, last question of the night, because it's 10:18. Who wrote the book Fire in the Minds of Men? Fire in the Minds of Men. Help me out, 16. Thanks, Johnny Taylor. I really appreciate you, good brother. Alex Little, Esoteric Agenda is deep. The Ring of Power is deeper. Thanks, James H. Billings. Is that what you're putting? Billington. Thank you. I see it. If this is the kind of stuff that we need to read, then why don't we read it? That's the Esoteric Agenda part what? Chimatica. I've seen Chimatica, but isn't that part of the Esoteric Agenda? It's like, put it on the screen. Maybe that's part 3. Alright. So this information needs to be put out there. Where is my book? I'm sure y'all seen it 100 times. I don't know where it's at. But I list all of these films, all of these DVDs, and all of these books. I mentioned them in my book, A Warrior's Tapestry. Great filibuster. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you. I mentioned all of this information in my what's the name? In my book, A Warrior's Tapestry. Alright? So everyone that has the book already has the list. Alright? Thank you very much. 16. So probably in June, we are going to have a deep discussion. Johnny Taylor, I need you to help me out with this. 16. Queen Scott, Quan S, Alex Little. Alright. 5G. They about to roll this thing out. We have to discuss it. We got to discuss it now so we can let people know what's coming. Alright. If you haven't done the research on 5G, I suggest you go do that ASAP. I know there's a lot of homework. I ain't trying to treat this like it's a college course, but we got to get on top of this thing. Brandell, Bowen, peace, man. Alright, 5G, man. We have to be able to discuss this in a way where we're putting the information out to wake up the people, man. Carolyn T, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Y'all's putting up some very vital information, and just to let y'all know, I don't get angry, mad. I like that it challenges me so we can go deeper into the information so the people that's watching and listening can do deeper research. This is the only way we're going to be able to raise the vibrational pitch of our thinking into the thinking of the creator. All right, Johnny Taylor, you're right. 5G is dangerous, but we have to have the discussion about it. KT, the Arch Degree, had a great breakdown on 5G. Y'all check out KT, the Arch Degree. Alright? KT? KT here. Yeah. Thank you for the link. We have to have that discussion next week. The next couple of days, we're going to go into the Nation of Islam and what produced a man like Malcolm X. So by the time we hit the weekend, we can celebrate Malcolm X. Alright? Alright, brothers and sisters, family, I love y'all to life. I don't know what I would do without y'all as far as this platform is concerned. The information is good. The information is out there now. Alright? I thought I lived in a safe neighborhood, man. Here goes the neighborhood. Woo! Man. Tonight was the Matrix of Power Part 2. Alright, look it up. We're going to do Part 3 and 4 on Tuesday and Wednesday, but next couple of days we're going to talk about the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X. Alright? Okay, 16, you got your work cut out for you the next couple of days. Because you're about to get some serious haters, man. Coming on. Cyber thugs. But we're going to talk about 5G. Alright? Now, unless you want me to do... Nah, we gotta give... I gotta study some few things about this 5G to put some things in place. Alright? Before I go half-cocked, I want to be able to lock it down. You understand what I'm saying? I studied it before when Phil Valentine, who said something, I got some information from someone. I started looking into it and I'm like, okay. Yeah. Alright. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get Shane back to the residential. Alright, I love y'all to life, family. Alright, this is Professor Griff, Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. Seriously. Alright. Check out Soleil in Brooklyn, July 20th. Alright. At Nicholas, Brooklyn. Alright. Nourishing the Goddess. Make sure y'all sign up for that. Where else we at? Where we at? KT says I use Oregon to help protect from 5G. Alright, KT. What's the other dates? Oh, her thing in Atlanta is sold out June 29th. I'm not sure about Alabama. Whether or not that's sold out. Alright? But we have to get out and get the information, man, and share the information with our people. Alright, this is Professor Griff. I gotta go. I love y'all to life, man. The Sirius Mindz merch is on deck, y'all. Make sure y'all get a hat, something. 16, send me that email with everybody's physical home address so I can send the information out. Alright, I love y'all to life. I got to go, man. Alright, in the immortal words of the Negro poet, Don Cornelius, love, peace, and got to go.
Beautiful, lives a broken and empty soul. There's a whole lot of pretty faces all around the world, but that's only the physical. You'll never truly know if someone's beautiful until you look under the veil.
Under the veil is tales, lies, and secrets. Into the heart and pales dies you're seeking. But what you thinking is veil, blind and bleak when it's your mind and your soul that needs to be deep in. See beauty skin deep. You're a shallow pond. Then there's an ocean of wisdom you need to paddle on. Take a dive in. Many jewels there. Your only interest is surface shit and fool's fair. You're a goddess. Take your rightful place. Tear the veil and stare a picture right in the face. Divine feminine. Can't be suppressed. Shakti is the energy that we manifest. Queens rule here. We the Devi tribe. Take a hit of this tantra and feel the Kali vibe. Peel away the cloak. Scrape away the scales and see the truth of what lies behind all the fallen veils. Trying to be, cause the yachtman is blanketed like a cannon. centipede, antithetical, saying that you real when your identity lies in all that you don't reveal. Third eye blind, eyes to contact, so you can open the lotus up like a compact. Become an offering, something more to give than the physical body that can't forever live. Rooted in passion, before the right cause, spiritual wisdom and knowledge that make you have pause. Then let it transmute, metamorphosize. See the truth of awakening right before your eyes. Sipping perception, the real magic. For you to miss all this glory, it would be tragic. So get to tearing the veil as if it was fabric, and find yourself on the path, walking the labyrinth. Is the energy that we manifest. Queens rule here, we the Debbie tribe. Take a hit at the